rolling.
Welcome. I'm Cindy Ross. I'm here today with Dan Fryda, who is a formulator of a wide range of marine bioceuticals that has enjoyed much success in the United States and in the UK. Dan, what inspired you to formulate using marine extracts?
Well, I was traveling in France back in the 1980s, and I discovered the work of a little-known scientist, well, little-known at the time, named René Quinton. And he wrote a monumental book called Seawater Organic Milieu, basically where he discovered that seawater and human blood plasma and the fluids that make up 70% of our body, such as lymph and interstitial fluid, were chemically and qualitatively identical to seawater. Now, if one believes that life began in the ocean, that the source of life is from the ocean, as life evolved onto land, it brought with it its marine heritage and encapsulated it in our bodies. So most people today are walking aquariums in which the cells of their body are bathing in a nutrient soup that we call seawater.
How does this relate to formulating product?
Well, seaweed or marine algae are plants that grow in the ocean, and they have a certain capacity that give them a tremendous advantage to formulating products. We take the seaweed here that we get on the beach off the California coast, and if we make a concentrate, an extract of a plasma that we can get out of seaweed, it allows us to formulate an organic soup in which we make all of our products. And additionally, algae is a much more concentrated nutrient. This powder here that I have of laminaria algae has every element needed for nutrition. Every mineral on the periodic chart, every trace element, vitamins, enzymes, hormones, all of that is in seaweed. And because of this concentrate and this balanced source of nutrients, that incidentally is food grade, you can eat it. We're putting food on your face. It allows us to have an intermediary between the ocean and applications here on land.
Why is this important?
Well, it's more concentrated. It would take 10,000 liters of seawater to give you the copper and the zinc and iodine and magnesium that you find in this powder. So we're delivering nutrients that are missing in our today's diet. And as Linus Pauling once said, every sickness, every disease can be traced to a mineral deficiency. So going a little further, because of the perfect balance of nutrients, the food we're putting on your face, the seaweed that we're using as the base of all of our creams and lotions and serums, is biocompatible with your skin, which means that the elements we're delivering to your skin are bioavailable to be put to productive use to synthesize more collagen, accelerate cellular metabolism, and leave you with a firmer, more youthful, even-toned skin.
What was the process used in formulating these products?
Well, the process was twofold. We wanted to create this organic soup that we get from seaweed. This organic soup is anti-inflammatory, moisturizing, and gives you a wonderful texture that people appreciate when they apply it to their skin. Into this organic soup, we put in our bioactive cosmeceuticals. Sometimes I call them oceanceuticals because they come from the ocean. And that includes DNA repairing enzymes from plankton. Now, these enzymes, when we put them in a cream, will repair damage to the cells within 2 hours of application. Imagine 2 hours after application topically, you're repairing damage caused by the sun to prevent cancer. We have also Arctic peptides. These are wonderful extracts of Irish moss harvested off the northern coast of Greenland. And due to that freezing temperature of that environment has caused this Irish moss to synthesize certain amino acids that we find are valuable in skin firming, such as taurine and arginine. We get wonderful polysaccharides. 50% of seaweed is a polysaccharide, or in layman's term, complex sugars. These sugars are anti-inflammatory, moisturizing, and actually give us a little bit of an SPF protection. And L-fucose, which is the main principal polysaccharide, has been shown to help in preventing skin tumors and boosting cellular metabolism. We get omega-7 and omega-3 fatty acids from microalgae, and these are anti-inflammatories which are exceptionally good in treatment of rosacea and other skin inflammatory conditions. And don't forget, seaweed has probably the richest trove of antioxidants of any plant on land. Every carotenoid, from alpha and beta carotenes, lycopene, lutein, astaxanthin, zeaxanthin, all of that is in seaweed, and as well as polyphenols that defend our DNA, defend the youth capital of our skin from environmental aging factors such as ultraviolet radiation, pollution, poor diet, and stress, and many other factors that create a negative synergy. So this combination in the organic soup allows us to deliver clinical results with an organic product.
How does this approach differ from other dermatologic products?
In most product lines have relied on a more aggressive type of approach, relying on retinols and alpha hydroxys of varying strengths to peel and peel and peel and exfoliate. And there's some merit to that, of course, because it will stimulate the skin to renew itself. However, there's a tendency to overdo it. We call it overprocessed skin. Our approach is an anti-inflammatory approach. We believe that inflammation leads to skin damage and aging. So rather than inflammation, we would like to penetrate ingredients that are going to build the connective tissue from the bottom up, gradually strengthen the connective matrix of collagen and fibronectin fibers to give our skin total support and firmness. You might say that bounceability back to the skin. And this is how I think we differ.
Interesting. What role does oxygen play in our products?
Well, oxygen, I find that it's one of my favorite ingredients to use because I was shocked to learn that as we age, our skin's ability to absorb oxygen diminishes. At the age of 25, at the age of 30 rather, we've lost 25% of our skin's ability to absorb oxygen. By the age of 40, that sometimes is up to 50%. Well, if you don't have oxygen that's being absorbed properly into your skin, the metabolic rate slows down. So applying liquid oxygen in the form of perfluorodecolon and perfluorohexane, which are gas transport mechanisms that have been innovated to treat burns and deliver oxygen to the skin efficiently, will accelerate the metabolism, accelerate that metabolic rate that would heal burns twice as fast, double the rate of healing, that are going to optimize the cellular metabolism. So combining the oxygen with all these wonderful nutrients that we get from the sea, this synergy will give us an optimal healing rate. Your skin revitalizes more quickly, and without the burn, you're getting no inflammation. And just for fun, the oxygen, which is both does not dissolve in water and will not dissolve in oil, repels both of them, giving you a kind of a volumizing effect to wrinkles, to smooth them out instantly.
Very interesting. Air and water.
Air and water, all the elements.
Right.
We're using all the elements in a synergy in an organic soup to give us optimum health, and optimum health means optimum youth.
Wonderful. Dan, thank you so much.
My pleasure.